Attention car shoppers. Right now at South Carolina Federal Credit Union, you can get a new or used auto loan and pay nothing until 2024. And no payments for 90 days means nothing out of pocket going into the new year. Plus, we have flexible rates and terms, so you could make the best financial choice for you. Learn more at scfederal.org/auto loans. That's scfederal.org/auto loans. Certain restrictions apply. Existing South Carolina Federal credit loans are excluded.
Hey everyone, my name is Cassie, and on Once Upon a Time in Springfield today, my dad and I will be talking about...
Season 4, Episode 13, Selma's Choice.
Okay, Dad, start the intro.
She's Cassie.
My dad's like Homer, because he always goes out and buys us donuts.
He's Chris.
Cassie used to be a lot like Maggie when she was a baby. She never gave up her pacifier.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful evening of theater and picking up after yourself.
This is Once Upon a Time in Springfield, a Simpsons review show from the point of view of a dad and his daughter.
From now on, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here they are, Cassie and Chris.
In this episode, a death sends the Simpsons to a funeral and makes Selma wonder if she should have a child.
What the hell was that?
All right, Cassie, what's the chalkboard gag?
The chalkboard gag was, I will not yell,
She's dead!
She's dead, during roll call.
Yeah, I laughed a lot when that went.
That was really funny.
I actually had to pause it and make sure I typed it down right because I was laughing so much. What do you want to rate that one?
We'll rate that one a 9.
Perfect. All right, Cassie, what was the couch gag?
The couch gag was everybody came in and a net caught them.
Yeah, they got caught like a booby trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It was. And we'll rate this one an 8.5.
Okay, I'll take it. Good job.
You're all nuts.
Okay, it opens up to a commercial with Lance Murdoch jumping a bunch of burning buses or something.
Yeah.
But then slams into a wall and says, I'm going to Duff Gardens.
And he almost dies there, too.
He does.
He does.
So it's a commercial for Duff Gardens. The one thing I did write down was Beer Aquarium, which was quite funny. All the fish were drunk.
Yeah, that was really funny. It's like you got to see the happiest fish ever. And one is running into a wall, the other one just spinning in circles, and the other one's burping.
Like Barney.
Yes.
It was great.
It was hilarious.
So now, of course, since it's all the commercial, the family wants to go to Duff Gardens.
So they all get ready.
And
Aunt
Gladys died.
Aunt Gladys is dead.
Yeah, and Gladys passed away, which I don't think we've ever met before, but that's on Marge's side. So
yes.
They're on the way to the funeral, and they pick up Patty and Selma, who are
Marge's sisters.
And they do a lot of
smoking.
Yeah, they're in the car. Remember the car? This is like how life was. They were smoking in the middle, and then the kids were just in the back. No seatbelts or anything. Just
it was really funny.
It was great when they had to sit in the way back.
We've done that before.
I know, but not like that.
No.
Okay, so then they stop and they eat at a diner. The one thing I caught on that one was Maggie was covered in ketchup, and she was eating French fry and poking her face.
I didn't even see that.
I know. I was laughing at that. They were talking about something. I don't know what they're talking about. But and then they get to the funeral and they're sitting there hanging out. And the church guy.
Yes, the church guy.
Pastor. He was a preacher.
I thought it was pastor.
Okay, he might have been a pastor. He didn't. He thought it was a guy.
Which was really funny because then Patty goes up there and is like, "Move over, bozo."
Yeah, pushes him out of the way.
And like me and my sister say that.
Bozo.
Yeah, all the time.
So yeah, she goes up there, pushes him out of the way, and takes over the whole speech thing.
Yeah.
And when she goes, Aunt Gladys wasn't a rich woman.
Every boy and man leaves.
Everybody left the room.
Everybody was gone.
It was quite funny.
Except for like Marge's mom and
of course, yeah, Homer and the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Homer's crying because in his head he's really, really hungry and he's crying about food, but actually Marge thinks he's actually crying over Aunt Gladys.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Homer actually won there. Like he didn't even know he won. He won.
Bart goes up next and he just keeps grabbing her hand and dropping and grabbing and dropping and this is before Bart or Homer. And then Lisa comes in and she's like, I wish I got to know you more and wanted to know you in the last few days. And then Bart is behind like the
coffin.
The coffin.
Yeah.
And goes, "It's okay, my dear." And then Lisa leaves screaming.
She freaks out, right?
Yeah, it's really funny.
Oh, geez. Bart always trying to get his sister. Sounds like you guys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So then they jump over to the lawyer with the video will, and the aunt is giving away her stuff. Yeah. What does Marge get?
Marge gets some chips.
That are in shapes of famous people?
I guess so.
That Homer eats immediately.
Like, immediately.
Patty got an iguana.
Patty?
Didn't Patty get the iguana, the lizard? Oh, yes, that's right. So Marge's mom got the lizard.
And Patty and Selma got a clock.
That's right. They got the grandfather clock. That means their biological clock is ticking. It's a bad sound effect.
That was.
So they're driving back home. Selma's sitting in the car talking to Patty, and she goes, I feel like I need to have a child. And Maggie's in the car seat next to her, looks at her, freaks out, and starts trying to open the car door to jump out.
It was hilarious. That was so funny. Oh, yeah.
I loved it. All right, then we jump to the middle, and Selma puts together a dating video and tries anything she can to get a man.
I guess so. That was kind of...
She hits on everyone, even the grocery store dude.
Yeah,
Squeaky voice, groceries.
And it was kind of funny because he went, it's against store policy to date a customer. And then the dude next to him is like, no, it's not. And then he kicks him.
Yep. And then Selma thinks about having an artificial way to have a child. Artificial insemination. And
Lisa actually
brings
told them
it
about that.
Then they go to the place where it all takes place, and then they show like all these babies coming out looking like Barney. I thought that was quite funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, and then the next day they're planning on going to Duff Gardens again. But why can't Homer go?
Because he ate a really old,
super old,
not
moldy,
really
gross,
like, gross. The
disgusting.
Bread was turning purple.
Yes.
And the insides were green.
And he wouldn't stop eating it.
A sandwich.
So he was sick. So he didn't go to Duff Gardens, but he made Sadie and Pelma take him.
Sadie?
Patty and Selma.
Please keep that in there.
I will.
Thank you.
I stand corrected.
All right, so then they jump to the end of the show where they're at Duff Gardens. They show some of the rides. The Beer Hall of Presidents was quite funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. But like the only two people that were in there were pretty sure Patty and Lisa.
Yeah, and then it was like animatronics like Aiden would love.
Yeah, and then Bart pulled down one of their pants.
Yeah, they were underwear back then? Yeah, that happened. Oh, beer goggles. So then they're at the store and he puts on beer goggles and then sees like Selma in this whole different light and says different things. It's quite hilarious.
Yeah.
And then they have to wait in line.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go on this ride called something about Small World. Duff beer for me, Duff beer for you. And it's like a Small World from Disneyland.
Duff beer for me.
No, you don't have to do that.
No,
you don't have to do that. It's just like the Small World where it's just horrible over and over again.
Yeah.
But what happens?
But Bart is like, I dare you to drink the water. And Lisa looks over and is like, I don't think that's water. And he's like, what, are you a chicken? Bok, 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 and pretends to be a chicken. And then Patty's like, I'm pretty sure it's Patty.
Yep.
Was like, what? Bart, stop. Lisa, drink the water. She's all, okay. She grabs a handful. She drinks it. And then she's like, wow, it was beer.
Yeah, she was like, her eyes were rolling in her head. And honestly, I think it could have been more than beer. It might have been like something even stronger because she was hallucinating. She ended up walking out of the ride and tearing one of the dolls out.
It was really funny.
Yeah, and then Bart leaves, bounces, gets stuck on a roller coaster that he shouldn't be on. Yeah. Homer and Marge are at home the whole time watching movies and enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, and then making beans.
That's what we're going to call it. All right. Then they get back. They see the kids. Lisa's strung out, going through withdrawals. Bart's scared out of his mind from the roller coaster and in trouble. And Selma is like, I couldn't do it.
Like, I failed as a mother.
One day, and I'm sitting at a bench while they almost died. So then she starts singing to a lizard.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was really weird.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
All right, Cassie, what's your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show is when the kids, as Dad said, they were in the back of the car with no seatbelts. And they're in the back, which there were like a lot of suitcases. And Marge is like, what are you guys playing? And they're just like counting, and they're like, a counting game. And then like it moves scene, and there's just like every time they're counting luggage fall out of the fall off the car.
Yeah,
so that was really funny.
I love how they didn't elaborate. I'm wondering how Lisa didn't say anything. She just like let it go. Maybe it was Patty and Selma's stuff.
Oh, probably.
They wear the same stuff anyway. Oh, they all wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite part was the beer goggles. That was quite hilarious.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And
that was
disturbing
really
all
funny.
at the same time because it's partly true.
All of the above.
So true sometimes.
Deep trouble.
All right, Cassie, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character was Lisa because she was just really smart in this and then like not smart at sometimes.
Yeah, she was playing the game sometimes with Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tickets to Duff Gardens, like the first one. Tickets to Mount Splashboard. My favorite character was Homer because he wouldn't stop eating the sandwich, and he was just funny with that thing. It was like a whole thing for him.
Yeah, that was really funny.
All made up just so they wouldn't go to Duff Gardens.
Yeah.
All of that, whole sandwich thing's just made up so they'd have that scenario of him not going to Duff Gardens.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've got something I'd like to say.
All right, Cassie, what are we gonna rate this one?
We're gonna rate this one 8.5 Duff beers.
Ooh, good choice. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I feel that way too.
That's the end of the show, everyone. I hope you like the show as much as Maggie likes her pacifier, or Homer likes his beer. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Go to thisisfunner.com to check out some really cool shows. And please, share it with a friend.
Everything really wrapped up nicely.
Thank you all for listening to Once Upon a Time in Springfield. Please go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. And don't forget to rate, review, and share the show with a friend.
Ugly dougly done.
This is funner.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.